All right, we're here with Huron from Battlecross. First day of the tour with GWAR and Butcher Babies, man. How you feel?
Feel good, man. I feel excited, nervous, everything. Dude, first day of tour is always the jitters a little bit, but yeah. I'm excited, man, more than anything.
Absolutely. Awesome shirt, by the way. You're always good at promoting Goatwhore. Amazing band.
Yes, they rule.
You guys have kind of been on an onslaught here lately with Not Your Slave. Just came out last week. Got a chance to listen to it, and I'm blown away by a ton of the tracks. Probably your best record so far. How do you guys feel about it?
Dude, I feel awesome. Honestly, I like you said, and I appreciate that a lot. I truly do feel like this is our best record to date. I think all the songs just turned out awesome and very just natural and organic, the way the writing process was, and you know, I'm just so proud of this record, and it's just, honestly, it's my favorite. And you know, I normally don't always listen to our stuff. You know, I listen to it, but then I kind of just put it away because I'm kind of, you know, I hear it all the time. But this record I've been listening to a lot more than usual than the other records. So I don't know, man. I just feel very proud of it, and I think you know, it's just our best effort so far. And you know, I'm just glad to see the reaction so far has been awesome.
Do you feel that some of that comes from maybe not being as rushed as you were on that second record?
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, we definitely had more time to sort of sort out the songs, even though things were a little bit weird because like we anticipated going into the studio or kind of writing a little bit later than we had thought, because we were supposed to do the Machine Head, which was in September, and then we planned on writing afterwards. But when that fell apart, we were like, okay, well now we have all this time to write before doing Winter Warriors. So that's where all the writing took place. But I mean, as far as being in the studio, I know we had a lot of time at Audio Hammer, and you know, really had time to kind of hash it out and get everything to where we wanted to, and especially the flow of the song order, because I really feel like we really got that down this time. So yeah, definitely, you know, it was definitely more of just a relaxed sort of process.
Yeah. Speaking of Audio Hammer, down in Florida, working with producer Jason Sukoff, loved the production videos of you guys in the studios. I think that you have to be kind of into that,
yeah,
you know, to really really appreciate it, because if anybody's been in the studio, it's pretty boring.
Yeah, yeah, it can be.
But I mean, it was really cool insight to what you guys do and your relationship with him. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, you know, like you said, it can be a little boring, but I think Jason Sukoff makes it interesting. You know, so that's what was so awesome about working with him one-on-one, is that, you know, you kind of take this monotonous sort of, I mean, it's not monotonous, you know, it depends on how you sort of approach it, but it can be very strenuous and frustrating and that sort of thing, but you take someone that like has this good vision and has good ideas and is also very fun to work with, and it turns it into a fun process. So even though, yeah, like to the average person, the studio can be kind of boring because you're just over there just doing take after take after take, kind of just trying to get it perfect. The process of it was so much fun, and I'm glad we got to, you know, get as much footage as we could to sort of put that together for people and see what, you know, what it's like to be in there. And you know, through all the hard work and all that stuff, I mean, really, what you see there is just such a snippet of what it really is like. You know, you're spending hours in there, you know. But I mean, for Audio Hammer, our experience is never, you know, they're not sort of like 9 to 5, grueling hard work, you know, non-stop. It's very relaxed, very just like, all right, hey, today let's go in there and get to work. And it could be like 3 o'clock in the afternoon or 4 o'clock or whatever, or later, you know. So each day was different, but it was nice to have that time to sort of be relaxed and say, okay. It was a little weird for us because we're very much like, all right, let's get in and get done, you know, but it was nice at the same time. So
I had no idea that Jason could shred or sing that way.
Yeah.
that was a lot of fun to be able to see.
Yeah, he's awesome, man. He's just a fucking mad scientist to that shit.
The Absence video, kind of like old school, live, showed a little bit of what it's like to be in the van. Mm-hmm. What was the concept for that?
Really, you know, originally the idea, because the song is sort of about, you know, Gumby leaving his son behind to go on tour, and just sort of the repercussion of that, you know, sort of the struggle with his son missing him and all that. So originally, at first, we were trying to like, well, you know, maybe since Metal Blade sort of proposed the idea of like, well, let's film while you guys are on the road out that way. We're like, well, if it's going to be something where we're on the road, why not make it the song that's sort of about that, being on the road. So that was sort of the concept idea. But then once we started sort of putting video footage together, the idea was like, why don't we just show more of the live setting, a little bit of behind the scenes stuff, but more sort of capture what we are like live. And I feel like, although I'm happy with the videos we've done before, I still felt that we never really truly captured that before. And I think Dave Brodsky did such a great job of really capturing that live essence of what we're like, and just a little bit of the fun side of it too. Yeah. So I think it ended up just being more of like, this is fucking Battlecross. Like, when you come to a show, this is what you're gonna see. This is who we are.
Going back to the record. As usual, we get, you and Tony going back and forth. You guys have that telepathy from growing up together. There's definitely a lot of thrash on this record, but I noticed some differences. A little bit more melody, some other changes, but I love, what you guys are doing. Some of the breaks where Don comes in and you really get to hear the amazing stuff that Don does. I mean, you guys have the best bassist in metal right now. I don't know if everybody knows it or not, but I mean, you guys have a super package. But the other thing I noticed, and maybe I'm wrong, but Gumby seems to be doing like a little bit more of the double vocal on this one, where he's kind of doing both of his different styles. Yeah. Was that on purpose to try to bring that more of that out? It just honestly kind of
came out that way. Him and Jason really worked together on that one. We honestly, we didn't really hear a lot of pre-pro for him. The music was more or less done, and the vocals really weren't ready yet. So him and Jason kind of just worked together on that and really brought that to life. And really the differences in the songs, we didn't, like I said before, everything was really natural and organic. So we didn't really sort of say, well, we're gonna write this song or we're gonna write this. And it was just like, we just started writing songs, started writing riffs, and being more relaxed about the writing thing and being more confident as musicians and just being seasoned on the road and all that. I think we were just more comfortable with ourselves to say, hey, this is a little different. Fuck it, let's try it. Let's fucking try it, And we've always sort of been that way anyway. Like, we've never been like, oh, no, we can't do that, we can't do that. It's like, let's fucking try it, because you never know if it works. And that's really what happened, was, just trying different things and just sort of putting together these songs and just not wanting to do the same thing over again, And we still want to keep our element, but, you can only have a whole thrash record where everything's fast. It just gets boring and monotonous. So we definitely tried to change things up, put more dynamics.
How about, Alex, his first time officially kind of in the band? I mean, he's been with you guys for a few years, but this is his first time really on record with you guys. How was his experience?
Oh, it was awesome. I think he's such a good fit, with the band, and when he came in to start jamming with us, it was just such a good connection, and we just had such an awesome time being on the road with him. And so, being on the road doing shows together, we all got to sort of get more acquainted and get the feel of each other being on stage or whatever. And it was awesome to write the record with him, and he has that experience doing with other bands, so he's been there before and done that, and so we all both sort of brought our experiences together, and it was awesome. I mean, I think he had a blast, and we had a good time with it, and honestly, I guess this record was really the first time we wrote as a band together in a while, because Pursuit of Honor was sort of the same thing, but Gumby came in doing someone else's lyrics, and then War Will, Shannon came in as a session drummer and did that. So this record was really like all together. Let's write this record. So it was great, man.
One thing that stands out for me is the cover art. I mean, this is by far, obviously the coolest cover art you guys have been able to have. Who's the artist on that?
What is his name? Oh God, I'm so bad at this.
Sorry, I'll find.
I think it's Peter Saleh or something. He's done he did Crimson Shadows. He's done like Sabaton. He's done I forgot what else. He's done some other cool, awesome bands. But yeah, we sort of got hooked up with him through Crimson Shadows because our manager also manages them, and so basically got to talking with him and sort of gave the idea. We sort of took the ideas of all the songs together and sort of tried to sum up sort of what it represented, and yeah, when he threw that at us, I was like, dude, that's
Yeah.
great, man. It turned out awesome. So it's my favorite album cover that we've had so far.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's awesome. So let's go to a little controversy.
sure.
Metal sucks. They've had a little bit of a stick up their butts with how you guys promote.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that? I mean, what's
Sure.
the deal?
I mean, you know, well, it's number one. Metal Sucks is it's sort of it's an editorial sort of thing, you know. So people get to say their opinions, and that was his opinion. And who knows? Maybe he's just sick of. Maybe he could have had a bad day or whatever. He's just sick of seeing spam from us. But regardless, you know, bands have to go out there and market. You know, there's only so much that a label is doing now for bands to market them. So you really sort of have to take the reins and push yourself out there. And our manager has a really good sense of that. And, you know, we don't go and just unsoliciting, spamming people. I mean, we ask people to give email addresses, and if they want to sign up, they get Battlecross News. So, you know, when you're getting that stuff, it's not like we just stole his email and sent it. It's like you signed up for it, you know. There's an unsubscribe button, you know. But it's just what bands have to do, because in this day and age with social media and the way things are, everything's boom, boom, boom. You know, you get information so fast. It's like, oh, this band's doing this. Okay, next thing, next thing. You really have to keep hitting, you know, the fan base with what's going on, or otherwise you're lost. And there's so many bands out there. There's just such a huge market of bands now. You can get lost in that, and marketing is very much what has grown this band, not only just from touring and shows, but the marketing aspect is there, and that what has helped us. So, you know, it is what it is, and if you don't like it, I'm sorry, you know, just don't subscribe to that, you know. That's just sort of thing. But we're a young band that has to still keep pushing, you know. It's going out and playing shows and Facebook posts are not enough. And it's just the reality of it. And people don't realize that, but it's the truth. And I can't tell you how many times we post about a show, and then when the show is over, someone comments, I had no idea this was going on. It's like, dude, where were you? We've been fucking posting this shit like crazy. So, you know, it is what it is, and we're going to keep doing what we do to promote ourselves. And, you know, we don't, like I said, you sign up for it, we're going to throw ourselves at you because that's what you signed up for.
Yeah.
So.
Well, man, thank you. You always take time to see us, and we love you guys in Pittsburgh. Obviously, you're going to have a great tour with GWAR, safe travels, but, you know, I mean, you probably have a 2-year thing going here now. You just put out a record, so hopefully we expect to see you back here in one way or another. Yeah,
for sure, man, and thank you to the Pittsburgh fans, man. We always love playing here. It's one of our favorite cities to come to. It really is. I mean, honestly, it's like, this is, when people ask what their favorite city is, it definitely Pittsburgh's on it. So we always love the love that we get here, and we appreciate it, and we're just excited to be on tour with GWAR and Butcher Babies, you know. So it's just going to be killer. We're excited. We're pumped up. Come out to the shows. Rise to Power is out now. Get it on Metal Blade Records. Thank you.